Welcome to your second helpful tips video. This one is focused on your second exam. Your second exam will focus on chapters 4, 5, and 6. In order to complete your second exam, you need to first listen to the podcast on Target's entry into Canada. The podcast is available here. You can either listen to the podcast or read the transcripts, or do both. Once you've listened to the podcast, I would like for you to think about these 3 questions. Please note the different point allocations to the questions. Question 1 is asking you to think about why Target chose Canada rather than any other foreign market. You can rely on information from chapters 4, 5, and 6, but information from chapters 1, 2, and 3 is also fair game. Think about all the reasons you can identify as to why Target chose to enter Canada rather than any other market. While a bullet point list is okay for this answer, you need to elaborate a little bit more on each of the points you identified. Don't just answer with single word responses in a bullet point list. In the second question, after you've read chapters 4, 5, and 6, try to identify which of the strategies discussed in Chapter 6 is most descriptive of Target's entry into Canada. The 4 strategies discussed in this chapter are the international strategy, the transnational strategy, the multi-domestic, and the regional strategy. Think about the unique aspects of each of those strategies and try to identify which one is most descriptive of the approach that Target took. Remember, no organization is going to use a strategy perfectly as it is described in your textbook. So try to identify which strategy is most descriptive of Target's approach in Canada and explain why. What is it that Target did that is aligned with the strategy you chose? For the last question, you will learn from the podcast that Target's entry into Canada was not successful. In this question, you might put yourself in the shoes of an organizational consultant in international business and offer Target some advice as to which entry mode, which strategy would have been more beneficial compared to the strategy that Target actually chose, and explain why you think this strategy might have served Target better. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. While this is an online course, I'm available to you over the phone or on Zoom